Okay, so some other ways to cope would be some good time management skills. Personally, I like to carry a planner because I know if I just go off the top of my head, it will not be easy to remember things. And plus, my schedule is way too busy for me to just rely on myself. So I remember things better when I write things down, maybe put sticky notes on my mirror, just get a calendar, things like that. Or even put notes on your phone, put an alarm on, things like that to help you remember things. Being organized definitely releases stress. Being organized, just having stuff together, maybe even just simply having a clean book bag or having all your work together, having a plan makes things easier to get through the day. Set realistic goals for yourself. Understand your boundaries. Understand that you cannot conquer everything at once. Take small steps and build yourself up. Also, like, try to make time for activities. Like, basically, you cannot work all the time. Well, you can't focus on work all the time. You cannot just stress about homework all the time. Make time, as I mentioned, make time to be with your friends. Make some time for yourself. Maybe you need time to just wind down. Maybe you need time to just breathe. Being around people all day can be overwhelming and very tiring. So make sure you take some time to just listen to your own self think. It's also important to just have a laugh, have a hobby. I like to play video games. I like to read. I like to write. I like to talk to my friends. Those are things that I like to do to just help me get through the day and help relieve stress. Another thing is learn the value of the word no. So, if you do not be assertive, people will easily step on you, take over you, overwork you, and other additional things that can cause stress. I used to have that, excuse me, I used to have that issue in the workplace. I used to have bosses that would overwork me, ask me to take on tasks outside of what I already know, work longer, do this, teach other people. And when it came to promotions, right over my head. And so basically, over time, I had to realize that you could easily get replaced at a job. But, I'm sorry. Yes, remember that your job can replace you. Do not let your job overrun you. Do not let things take over your life. Some things you cannot control, but one thing you can control is your voice. One thing that you can do is tell people no. I know my limits, I know my boundaries. I have enough respect for myself to take care of myself. It's important to take some self care, to take things into consideration, to take your physical health into consideration. If you know you're not feeling well, take a sick day. You cannot let your job run you down to the ground. You also need to make sure you communicate things with your professors, partners, peers, parents, family. Let them know, hey, I need to slow down. Hey, I need an extension on this assignment. I'm too overwhelmed. I have too much to do. See what they do for you. Most of the time, they will work with you. And I have had very helpful professors that really do work with me and actually understand that we're not robots. We're not perfect. We can't conquer every single thing. Learn when your body needs to rest. Learn how to slow down. Otherwise, you will be overstimulated, as I mentioned earlier, sensory overload, and eventually, again, you'll be drained and you may crash. Avoid burnout. All right. So, what are some ways that you guys know how to relax? Okay. Yoga, very popular one. What else? Reading, sitting outside. Yeah, taking in the good air, especially when it's nice out like today. Okay. Well, yes, those are all very good answers. Some good ways are just simply sitting outside and just trying to breathe. Remember to reflect on your breathing. And there's one technique I'm about to show you called 478. So, in order to do it, I want you to sit up straight. What you do is you exhale, and then for 4 seconds, you inhale as much as you can, and then you hold it for 7 seconds, and then for 8 seconds, exhale. All right, so let's do it together. Hold it. All right, I know that siren can be distracting, so let's actually try that again. So just exhale. All right, inhale. Hold it. All right. Some people, they like to do this before they go to bed, and it helps them rest. And it's a good way to calm your nerves, just simply breathing. You breathe when you exercise. You breathe is involuntary. But when you try to take time to control your breathing, you will notice a difference. Does anyone notice a difference? Yep, your shoulders are more relaxed. I know some of y'all got y'all wiggles out. Yes. So I've actually practiced this a few times myself these past couple weeks, and actually it feels great. I feel like a load has gotten taken off my shoulders. Okay, so let's talk about test anxiety, midterms. So, obviously the main thing everybody's worried about is just doing well, probably just getting up early on time to take it. And right now, you probably feel like it's the end of the world because you're getting all types of papers, tests, math questions thrown at you right now, plus homework and outside factors outside of school. And so, what some things that's important is, of course, try your best to make time to prepare for the test. Definitely try to take some good notes. Try to study with other people. Try to get some good rest. Definitely try to get enough sleep. Very important. Make sure you eat before the exam. Try to eat while you're studying. That way you won't be studying and then be like, I'm hungry, and then all you focus on is food, and then you get distracted and keep walking away. Try to go somewhere else and study. Me personally, I cannot study in my room because I know I'm going to turn on the TV. If my phone is next to me, I know I'm going to keep glancing at my phone. So I try to go somewhere and keep my electronics away from me so I can stay focused, like now. Additionally, definitely try to prepare the night before as well. Do not let the night before be the only day you prepare. Try to study a couple days in advance. Set multiple alarms. Try to have your clothes ready so that way you can just have everything ready and get up and go. So those are some ways to prepare before the exam, study-wise, and just to get ready so when you have the paper in front of you, you'll be a bit more relaxed and not feel disheveled and be all over the place and you're running. And in that way, if you're in panic mode, everything you remember will go. So try to